All right, all right. Let's see. Bolt gun. Yep, that is bolt gun. New champion. So is it a separate campaign, or are you just... Or do you just get to choose who you play as? Sisters show no mercy? Hell yeah. I'm blanking on what the heck this unit is called. The, oh, hell yeah. Rolling up the sleeves. Let's... You got the crossbow. Okay, it's cool. Yeah, it's good that we're getting some different arsenals. I'm really curious what else we're gonna get. Because crossbow... Is that a flamer? No, that's a melta. Or that looks like a flamer melta. Okay. Bolt pistol, nice. Melta is fire shotgun. No, I get it, but just the beam of it, it looks more like it's a melta, but it also looks like a flamer, so I can't quite tell. Oh, dude, I want to hear the sisters' voice lines. Those are gonna be epic. Purge the heretics, hell yeah. Because I think this unit of sisters has the wings, like the jump pack. So I'm hoping that's the case. 2026. Do we... Okay, so we don't have a confirmed date for release. Okay. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I mean, hey, I'm looking forward to Bolt Gun 2. The only thing that I will say is you definitely have a smaller arsenal to work with when it comes to sisters, so I'm curious what other stuff they're going to do to make playing the sister interesting. Or are they going to have it where you like alternate between playing the Marine and the sister? That might be the best way of doing it. So that's a flamer. Oh, that's what you're saying. The gloves that go up to the elbow. Yes, they do, Ducks. I think for the most part they do. Or I don't know. I'm not sure actually. Burn the heretics? No way. Heretics forever. No. I mean, heck, the first game you were using Necron weapons.
Blood for the blood god! Blood for the blood god! Blood for the blood god!
When were we using Necron weapons? Hold on, I need to look this up. Bolt gun. Shotgun, vengeance launcher, heavy bolter, plasma gun, volkite, melta, grav cannon, chain sword, bolter. Oh, are you thinking of the grav cannon? Because no, that's not Necron tech. That's Firstborn tech. They have not brought grav weapons back from Firstborn. Primaris just don't have it in their kit at all. I don't really get why. I think grav weapons are really cool. Wouldn't be surprised if they pick up some Xenos weapons. For a Sister of Battle to pick up a what's it called? A Xenos weapon? No. They're like the most zealous group, so yeah, that would be heresy to them. Please, 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 please. What, Ducks? Please, what? Also, I really should have just swapped my category to just chatting. I forgot to do that. Ugh. Yeah, there we I'll play the first bolt gun at some point. I want to finish it. I never finished it. Excited for this game. First bolt gun was exciting. Yeah, I remember it being pretty fun. I mean, fair enough, Ducks. I think the expectation versus reality are very different, but fair enough. Saw green and thought Necron. My bad. No, all good. Hot Rod. That's why I was like, wait, did we pick up Necron weapons? Were Necrons in? Because I know there's the expansion to, what's it called? The to bolt gun. So, and I've never played that, so I wasn't sure if, like, do we get Necrons to fight? That would be really cool. Maybe watch Total War or Warhammer 40K trailer. Sure, we can watch that. Is there a new one? Because if there isn't a new one, then Warhammer 40K trailer. Announcement trailer. It looks like there's just the get some water right now. Wait, what? Oh, you're talking to Ducks. Total War 40K. Yeah, we can rewatch the trailer. We watched it back at the Game Awards, but yeah, we can rewatch it. Okay, hold on. There we go. Yeah, it doesn't look like they have any new ones. Also, Ducks, thank you for the hydrate. Yeah, it doesn't look like they've got a new trailer for it yet. I know Dawn of War 4 has got a couple of new trailers.
Of the far future.
Making a new one in the 41st millennium? Wait, what? Wasn't there some news about Amazon Warhammer series that came out recently? If there was, I don't know about it, Hot Rod. If you got a link, I'll gladly check it out, but
mankind is beset by endless tides of aliens, traitors, and demons.
I'm hyped for this game. I'm very much looking forward to it. All right, Ducks. All right, cheers to you. I'm taking a sip of my water now.
Across countless worlds, battles rage.
I can't remember if this game, they've already confirmed Imperial Guard as a faction. I know they've confirmed Orcs, Eldar, and Marines, but I don't remember if they've confirmed Guard as their own faction. I'm really hoping they do.
Lead your armies. Conquer worlds. Fight on as the galaxy burns. For there is no peace amongst the stars. There is only war.
Y'all whispering out and behind the stream? Fair enough. I'm very, very hopeful for this game. Gameplay and footage captured in engine with pre-alpha. Okay. This is created out of assembly. I'm sure there's going to be a large selection of factions. I don't know about that. I'm gonna be real. Looking at at the Total War games with how many DLC factions, DLC characters, DLC, all of that, I would not put it past them, because like that's the thing. There's more there's more factions in Warhammer Fantasy, and there's more like heroes that you could make than in 40K. And on top of that, I don't think we're going to see all of them, because that's the thing, is like certain factions, again, like I'm really curious how some of this is going to work in terms of this is the only part that I'm kind of worried about, because if we look at the gameplay here, we're pretty much just getting like gun lines going up against each other and just like firing. It doesn't look like there's, oh, maybe there's a little bit of cover here, something like that. So there's like a few little sandbag looking things here, but you can see majority of it, and there's like actual gun units. They're orcs, so they're still probably going to do better in melee anyway, but at the same time, I'm curious how this is all going to get balanced out. Because Total War games are usually balanced around melee combat. Once you start getting into like gun lines and stuff like that versus melee, well, I mean, there's a reason why they say don't bring a knife to a gunfight. And for anybody who's played games like Total War Shogun 2, when you get ranged weapons, and especially things like flintlocks against your regular samurai, and like your Yari Yoshigaru and stuff like that, guns are very scary. So I'm very, very hopeful about it, but at the same time, I'm really curious. Like, I want to see gameplay of this, like actual gameplay with it explained, because I'm curious to see how they are going to balance it. Heck, it would be kind of based if they brought in the Leagues of Votan. Those guys need a bone to throw. Yeah, the problem is with the Leagues of Votan is just they don't have a huge unit list to select from. Like, maybe, but they just don't have a gigantic arsenal behind them. Like, you get any of your major factions and they absolutely dwarf them in just model count and selection. So Sisters of Battle aren't as hard as I thought they were. No. Yeah, again, the mental image and then the reality of it is two very different things. It depends. It's all depending on who's drawing the artwork. But again, I'm very, like, the scale of which these battles are potentially going to go off of, like, what I imagine, because we have galactic battles, like, that is confirmed. They have confirmed that these battles are going to stretch between multiple planets in a system. I'm wondering how these battles are going to be organized in terms of, are we still going to have, battles in no man's land or like in the ash wastes around hive cities? Are they just going to be localized to inside the hive cities? But based on other Total War games, we do have siege modes.
Your means end here.
I don't know. I'm very curious. I'm very curious, and I'm very hopeful, but we don't have enough information at this point.
The DNA of the soul.
Yeah, like we can see this is how it's all set up. So again, I'm very hopeful, but I gotta see it before I can make any judgments. Been enjoying a Zealot gameplay on Darktide. I've been a support build with shining that thingy. I don't know enough about the Zealot, I'll be honest, Hans. But I mean, hey, glad you're enjoying Darktide. Memes are the DNA of the soul. That's what I keep being told, but it's a safe judgment. Well, like, that's the thing, is like, I'd love to basically be able to say, okay, this is what we're gonna have. But even regarding Dawn of War 4, like so far what we've gotten, has just been cinematic trailers, and I kind of have a problem with that in terms of like show us actual gameplay. Dark Angels trailer. Okay, hold on. Let's look at the Dark Angels trailer because I've not seen this yet. It's a 30-second trailer. That is not confidence boosting. Ooh, okay. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Oh, those are death marks. I was like, I legitimately, with the silhouette there, I thought those were pariahs. I was like, there's no fucking way they just like shadow dropped pariahs back. You know what? That's actually the most like just direct to gameplay we've seen. Like, yeah, this is very Dawn of War 1 feeling. You can see there's still structures, so you're going to get a little bit of a Dawn of War 2, but I don't see anybody specifically out in cover, so you're not getting the Company of Heroes kind of cover system, I think. Okay, yeah, jump packs look like... Oh, actually, hold on. Do we get knockback on them? Okay, you get stunned. It looks like for like a brief second there, the Scorpex get stunned by the... Maybe you don't. I don't know. I'm curious to see how active ability certain units are going to be. I keep wanting to call them models. Yeah, you know what? Like I said, I know a couple of people have actually popped into chat and have told me that they've gotten playtime with Dawn of War 4 and they're saying they're very happy with it. So here's hoping that everyone's not just got their hype glasses on, and because I really like Dawn of War. I really like Dawn of War 1 and Dawn of War 2. So I'm very, 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 very hopeful. Anyway, okay, hold on. Let me catch up with everybody on chat because I've been neglecting you for a minute here. Which game you're using Necrons? Wait, no, hold on. Why did I not? Are they ducks? I'll take your word for it, ducks. That's why I'm keeping the title of Forever Single for another. See an Imperial Knight in the background. That looks cool. Yeah, Imperial Knights made an appearance in 3, like Dawn of War 3, but I don't know if they're definitely not going to play the same role. I'm going to imagine they're like an end game, like final super weapon type unit. I would think, but those are specifically for the Mechanicus, not for Marines. From what we have seen so far. I was kind of interested in why the lion is there and the fact that it's Cronus again. Man, that poor planet cannot catch a break. Honestly, yeah. I'm really curious to see what they end up doing story-wise with all the factions in terms of... Because hold on, what factions do we have? Dawn of War 4. Hold on, I want to know. It's Cronus, so Necrons are, I think, we're kind of like the big bad because that's Dark Crusade. Fighting through 70 epic campaign missions. Wow, okay, it's actually fairly lengthy. Hold on. Command 4 unique playable factions. Take charge of 4 unique factions: Space Marines, Orcs, Necrons, and Adeptus Mechanicus. So Chaos is again absent. They are not a launch faction, and they will not play a story. Or actually, I shouldn't say that. They will not at launch be playable, but they might still be part of the story. Same goes for Eldari, or the Eldar. They are not a launch faction. I'll be honest, I'm fine with getting Mechanicus as a replacement for right now. Necrons are interested enough, and they've got so much to draw from right now. Orcs, yeah, they're kind of a requirement. And Marines, there was no way they were getting kicked out. Spoken, could you play some Frontier and Titanfall 2? I will do some checking to make sure that it is safe to do on PC. Were Eldar in the base game? They have been usually, but let me actually double check. I think the Eldar showed up in Winter Assault, but Based On of War, I think Based On of War was base game, Space Marines, Orcs, Eldar, Chaos Space Marines. Yeah, Eldar were base. Winter Assault added Imperial Guard, Dark Crusade added Tau Empire and Necrons, and then Soulstorm added Dark Eldar and Sisters of Battle. So, and then Dawn of War 2, base game, Space Marines, Orcs, Eldar, and Chaos, and then Chaos Rising added Chaos as playable. Okay, maybe they weren't playable in base. Okay, that's a little confusing. And then Retribution added Imperial Guard and Tyranids. And they were supposedly going to add Necrons at one point, but it got canned. And then Dawn of War 3 is the weakest, and it has Space Marines, Orcs, and Eldar. That's it. Imperial Guard are actually in Dawn of War 3, but they are not a playable faction. They have units, they have everything like that. If you play through the campaign, you will see them, but they are not a playable faction, which I am so mad about. To this day, I am mad about it. But anyway, okay. Imagine being able to color your Marines in Total War Warhammer 40k. Supposedly, you're going to be able to. I don't know to what extent, but according to what we have seen so far, yes, you will be able to create your own chapters. Total War 40k. Yeah, let's just do a Total War 40k. Bugger off. Vision, key features. Okay, there we go. Okay, commanding your iconic faction: Space Marines, Orcs, Eldari, Astra Militarum. Okay, so Guard R, and then customize your war machine. Step into battle with renowned sub-factions and warlords for the Warhammer 40k universe, or forge your own custom army with an unparalleled set of customization options that bring tabletop freedom to life. Personalize your army, name your warband, choose your colors, and emblazon your regiments with an array of iconography that strikes fear into the hearts of your enemies. Modify your warriors. Tailor your faction's combat philosophy for both campaign and battles. Arming them with your unique fusion of devastating tactical abilities, signature traits, and arcane war gear. So yes, you will be able to create your own war bands. Armored Wardens gameplay? Yeah. I mean, fair enough, Ducks. From the little I know, apparently those surgeries are very taxing. Not lore accurate, but good enough. Am I right? Yeah. I mean, like I said, the fact that, and because this is a creative assembly game, this will be moddable to high heaven. we will get all of the customization you want. I like the Charlie reference. Is there multiplayer? Yes. Yes, it's a total war game. They will have multiplayer. I don't know to what scale. They might not have full map combat or like full galactic conquest with multiplayer, but we don't know that yet. That has not been confirmed or denied. But the little bit that I've seen, playing against other people in Total War games is never all that much fun because there's a lot of waiting. Because it's all turn-based on the big map. It's all turn-based. So early, it's pretty fast. Once you get into the later game, turns can last so long. Spoken Normal's community night homebrew faction battle. Yeah, we could do that. Again, like I'd totally be. I've talked about this in the past where I pitched the idea. I have not found enough people or other creators that have been specifically interested in doing it. But if you know creators, like other streamers, other anything like that, that would be interested, or even people, if you are interested, idea that I pitched was, I know there was a bunch of people that were getting into or interested in trying out Dawn of War 1 or 2. And so I was like, okay, what we could do is we could essentially get everyone to like everyone together, and we would essentially build like teams from the streamer and their community, and then we would have like a big kind of like tournament between all of those, like all the communities. And if the streamer wanted to participate, they could, or if they just wanted to help commentate and just sort of like observe the battle and like stream the battle, I think that, like, I was like, that would be really cool. The problem was I just did not get enough parties interested, so the idea kind of fizzled out. It's still on the back burner. I would still love to do it, but I need interested parties to do it.